It is wonderful that you did have the relatively, like you said, soft landing that you did, but that can't mean that you know, trying to get recompense has been very easy. Would you mind explaining a little bit about that process, what you've been through there?
So it has been a process. So when the president issued his executive order on January 27th, I submitted a letter to recruiters per the Section 2C statement requirement. I submitted a statement to them saying, hey, I want reinstatement. Here's what happened. Um, then there was a lot of radio silence because they had 2 months. They were given 2 months to iron out the process. They didn't really do anything over those 2 months. Because when April 1st came, DoD released a new policy, and then within the week, the all the branches basically just copied and pasted and said, "Yep, this is the policy." Like, guys, you were supposed to do more than just copy and paste what the DoD said. There's more to it than that. And those are other people's stories. I will leave it to them. They have those who have been reinstated, like Janine's husband Travis has the gold standard for story on how all that flushed out about how they didn't actually do the work that they needed to. But for me, the Air Force came out and said, "Hi, so you voluntarily left service. Here's a form that you need to fill out." And on the form, it says, not only are you not entitled to back pay, but that I left the service freely and without coercion. No. So I think I might have actually been the first one in the nation to receive that form because I was aggressive, assertive on the spot on it. And I don't even remember how I found Jordan Carr, but I got it to her and she blew it up. She got Laura Logan on it. She managed to get the DoD to acknowledge it, be like, whoa, whoa, okay, there's a problem here. The DoD response page actually acknowledged we've got a problem, Houston, and at least got the worst of the language removed from that form. But the point being, there, right from the bat, the Air Force was like, we were not wrong. We're doing you guys a favor, and you need to say the things that we need you to say so that we're not indicted as the bad guys here. And I edited the form. I changed things like voluntary to duress, got rid of anything that I disagreed with, and submitted it anyways. Um, from then, I finally started getting recruiters talking to me after the big Air Force, the AFRS, Air Force Recruiting Service, said, "Hey guys, you actually need to engage with him," because before that they were basically ignoring me. I had actually tried to reenlist back in November and had no traction whatsoever. They called me once and just ignored me. Um, so I started trying to do the line with the recruiters, but I hedged my bets. And since the Air Force guidance said, hey, submit a 149 if you want to receive additional back pay, back credit, other things. So I did. Um, I did both of them in basically concurrently. Well, the recruiters played a few games, said, hey, we were waiting for guidance, back and forth. We don't really know what's going on, even though I sent them all the guidance from the Air Force, all the guidance from the DoD. They're like, yeah, well, we still need our guidance. So then come to find out on May 2nd, NGB finally gave them guidance. And NGB's guidance was anybody who was voluntary is to be treated as a normal prior service. That means no restoral to rank, no restoral to service status, no back pay, no back service credit. You have to go through reaccession standards. All the DoD guidance said retention standards. They and National Guard Bureau straight up gave them guidance insubordinate to what the DoD gave them. I showed my recruiters again all the DoD guidance, all the Air Force guidance, the presidential executive order, and said, the orders that you are telling me are in conflict with their orders from higher. They said, we'll need to talk to JAG about it. To this day, I don't know if they've ever talked to JAG. So long story short there, they did not schedule me for a physical. They didn't do anything. They just said, we need to talk to JAG, so we're not doing anything further.